Welcome to Talk Your Shit podcast. I'm your host, Mylan Daniel, and I'm here with my mother, Myla Huffman. And I'm not going to be talking about it, but there's been a lot of news about the Roe versus Wade Supreme Court decision that happened a couple days ago. And I just wanted to get a female perspective and just, get your opinion and how you feel about the whole situation. And I don't know, you can read. I don't know if you want to read it or you want me, but this is what, it was,
So
how it was.
the ruling was that the state wouldn't get involved in the first term of the pregnancy if a woman chose to get an abortion. Then the state may regulate if it's a second term getting an abortion, and the
They
third term
wouldn't be involved in
oh
the
the
first.
second term they wouldn't.
The first term.
They wouldn't.
So basically, I pulled this up offline. It just says for Roe versus Wade, in the first trimester of pregnancy, the state may not regulate the abortion decision. Only the pregnant woman and the attending physician can make that decision. In the second trimester, the state may impose regulation on abortion that are reasonable related to the maternal health, whatever I can't read. In the third trimester, maternal health, whatever. In the third trimester, once the fetus reaches the point of viability, a state may regulate abortion or prohibit them entirely. So as long as the law contains exceptions for cases when abortion is necessary to save the life or health of the mother. So, I don't.
Yeah, so that means that the state no longer, or I'm sorry, the government, the federal government, no longer protects that right or protects each woman. The states will now determine what they will do as far as abortion.
Did you know that before that it was like that?
I guess I didn't know the exact details to it because I don't know. That's not my area of medicine. So even being a woman, I mean, I knew what Roe versus Wade protected, but I didn't. I guess I didn't fully understand that the federal government was protecting all women in all of the states. Where now that has been overturned, and now the states can determine what's going to happen. So there are lots of states that are saying that they're going to just immediately restrict abortions, and then some states are going to protect it, a woman's right to still be able to have one. Um, and I mean, it's very disappointing to a woman because to many women, probably not pro-life women, of course, but here it is that you have someone telling you what you can and can't do. There are many situations that can be very traumatic, abusive, very sad, in which women don't want to have babies, but now they're stuck in these situations where they can't have an abortion or they could possibly go to jail um, because they try to have an abortion. I mean, it it's disappointing that now you have someone governing what you can do with your own body. And then I just read too that the morning after pill isn't considered in this ruling or what the states are saying, but I think a lot of states are going to start deciding if the morning after pill emergency contraception is necessary, or if they're going to include that or not. And then I also read that IUDs may be included in the restriction as well, which I don't quite understand why an IUD is
What is
an
that?
intrauterine device. It's something that goes inside of the uterus that prevents the sperm from fertilizing the egg. So there's no conception when you have an IUD inserted. It's a form of birth control. So if you include an IUD in this restriction, what's next? The birth control pill or any form of birth control? It, I mean, when does it stop? So you do this, and then you put the IUDs in the morning after pill, and then birth control pills, and then what? You know, at what point are they going to take away the ability for women to make any decision for their own body?
How do you feel about that? This decision was made by all men and majority white men, whether or it being overturned, and also that's how they made the decision before. Before it was a 7-2 majority vote to put it in place.
I mean, we don't have a whole panel of women telling men what to do with their bodies. You know, what if we had a panel of single mothers or women, you know, not even single mothers, some single mothers, some women who never had kids, some women who are married and have kids, you know, a panel of women that decided if a man should be sterilized or not if they don't take care of their kids. If you have a kid, if you have one kid and you don't take care of it, then you should absolutely have no more kids. And we have to sterilize you by castration. Men would be in an uproar and they would say, "This isn't right. You can't tell me what to do with my own testicles." Really? And here we have a panel of men telling women what they can and can't do. I mean, I think it's barbaric and it's putting us back in time. And it's a little scary to think what's going to be next, not just for women, but, you know, for other minorities.
Yeah, well, they also were talking about um like reversing same sex marriage, and I forgot what the other, there was another one. But
Yeah, it,
how do you feel about that as being
in the LGBTQ community.
yeah,
I mean, being married to a woman, I mean, the federal law, well, I think it's the same situation. It's disappointing that they would take this away. I mean, how does this affect? How would same sex marriage? How does same sex marriage affect anyone's life besides the people who are married? I mean, heterosexual marriages don't negatively or positively affect me. So how could my marriage to a woman negatively affect anyone
yeah,
else? It doesn't make your kids gay. It doesn't harm the community. It doesn't make the taxes go up. Um, how? What is the purpose? So I don't. That's disappointing too. I mean, these things that are happening in our country now are extremely disappointing. You know, it's like we take several steps forward and we're taking 20 steps back. Like, why?
how does that, how does it make you feel as, being a black woman about all this?
Well, it's very disappointing. I feel like we struggle every day, um, just trying to keep our heads above water. And, you know, we got to work 10 times harder because of our race and gender. And, you know, we still don't get equal pay and we do the same amount of work. And, you know, here it is that once again, there's something else that's been being put on our shoulders to weigh us down and prevent us from um, being equal. It's 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 very hurtful. It's makes me angry, makes me upset. It's extremely disappointing as a black woman to know that and my race doesn't have anything to do with it. But as a woman, that this ruling comes about, and then now my, you know, as a gay black woman, oh geez, now my sexuality uh, and my choices around that is going to be attacked, and you know what's next? And you're going to attack my race, and then what are you left with? You know,
Yeah,
so it's it makes me a little uneasy as to what's going to happen next, and how they're going to try to control us even more.
what what Do you think? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if every woman has spoke out about it, but do you think like the woman in office or at a higher position, she speak on it or try
Yeah, I
to
mean, lots of women have
put
spoke
it
out about it.
impact or try to make impact or something to
I mean, even though
the
this has happened, I think that women will continue to fight, um, and will continue to push and fight for equal rights. Um, so this may be the ruling, but I know that we will not take it sitting down. So we fought for 50 years, Roe versus Wade, in protecting our ability to make choices surrounding pregnancy. Um, so I'm pretty sure that there are lots of women, lots of organizations that will continue to fight uh, to secure our ability to make choices as women.
do you think it's like they did it to control, like it's trying to
Of
more
course, it's
control
absolutely control
women?
because why? What I mean, I know that people are doing this for pro-life purposes, but I think these decisions are made to have control over certain populations. Um, Women being this scenario, and then you know for gay marriage, it'll be controlling for whatever reason the gays, and for what reason.
Yeah,
It's absolutely control because what's the benefit?
yeah. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna
can't have an
speak on it,
opinion.
but
It's
I keep
fine.
my opinion to
We'll see.
myself.
We'll see what the future holds for us, and I'm sure there are plenty of people who will continue to fight and protest and try to protect our rights and freedoms surrounding the ability to make decisions for ourselves.
Yeah, but that's been a very big thing in the news lately. So, but then there's also I don't know. That's what I've been seeing on the news, and not really anything about COVID anymore. COVID's kind of a thing of the past.
Yeah, on to the next thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just cut this part out. Mm.
Blick got double D's, look, but don't play with these, Nina on my hip, these are mirror jeans, Hollows in this clip, but don't play with me, we gon' slide by any means.